Hello YouTube, this is the Pokemon Max Skyfire, and I am bringing you a Pokemon 5th Generation Wi-Fi Battle video. I am playing White 2 in this one, and the battle is against Dolan from the Pokemon Wi-Fi Reruns.com. Yes, I know it has been a while since I've actually uploaded a battle, but then of course, that's only because I have my little stipulations when it comes down to battling. Mainly that if the video doesn't work on GTS, I won't record. And I guess over the many battles that I've had, that's what's been happening. So I guess now I get a interesting battle, and now I get to record. I'm kind of upset because I did want to record a battle that I had with my Furt, and of course the opponent's Pokemon didn't pass the hack check, so I couldn't record, and I was a little upset at that. But in this team, I did see a Volcarona and a Gyarados. I was expecting either Quiver Dance on Volcarona and Quiver Dance on Gyarados, or something a little more interesting, but you would see that I didn't have to really worry about Quiver Dance and Dragon Dance in this battle too much. I'm only up for Cincinnati, that is my Cinccino. He's running Gym Gong, which is Volcarona, and the reason why I didn't deal with Volcarona too much was because Cincinnati had Rock Blast, and I had two of them which would hit, and that would be a one hit KO. Well, I don't know if it's really a one hit KO, but it is a KO on the Volcarona nonetheless. So the next Pokemon he brings in is Lennon, which is his Gyarados, and immediately I was thinking first move Dragon Dance. So I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna bring in Beloit, which is my Volbeat. And as I predicted, he was going to go for the Dragon Dance. Now, I could have been funny by doing a Thunder Wave on this, but I decided to see if he was going to actually keep the Dragon Dance seeing Gyarados in. So, what I did was that I did do a Encore, so I can keep on doing Dragon Dance. So, I guess this person got a little smart. So, he switched out, brought in Hydro, which is my little tick, and that brought me to a little funny. Two water types. That's interesting. What I'm a little upset by myself is I didn't have an electric type. So, I went for the next best thing. I was going to switch out Beloit, bring in Skycatcher, which is my Togekiss. It goes for Toxic, interesting. I should have brought in Xatu to make it a little bit more interesting, but what I did expect was that there was going to be another switch. So we switched out, brought in Mega Tusk, which is Mammal Swine. And I am going to go for an easy nasty plot, which will raise my special attack up +2. Now, with that in mind, I already knew that Ice Shard was going to come out, even though he could have did something like Ice Fang or something like that, because I do believe that Skycatcher and Mammal Swine, well, Togekiss and Mammal Swine, both have the exact same base speed of 80. I don't know if this thing was trained to speed or not, but I am going to go for a Flamethrower, which is times 2 special effective with +2 special attack. Should be a one hit KO on the Mammal Swine as I expected. I did have to deal with the Toxic, and I was a little funny about why he brought in Hitler, which is Starmie. Hitler is with an exclamation point. Probably because of the eye, which was going to take down the hack, which was going to take the hack, which was going to take that name out because of it being that name, and everybody hates that name. But anyway, I'm going to bring back Beloit. After Skycatcher gets KO'd, he's going to switch out and bring back in my little tick. And since I decided, you know what, I'm going to play it safe, see what he's going to do, I decided to go for the baton pass and bring in the other bender. That would be my airbender Xatu. It tried to go for Toxic, tried to use magic. With the magic bounce, it wouldn't work anyway because it's already paralyzed. So I decided to go for a Calm Mind for +1 special attack, special defense, while it goes for Ice Beam, kind of predicting that the Ice Beam was going to come. I go down to about half. Actually, not half. I went down to about maybe 15%, but it was good enough because I am going to go for a Giga Drain. It is going to take it down to about 30%, and I'm going to gain back just enough HP to see if it was going to survive another Ice Beam. It goes for the Skull instead, and even though I am still up, it got Airbender gets a burn. Huh. At least that's the first time I had to get a status effect on Airbender with the magic bouncing effect. I guess that's bound to happen anyway, I guess. But I am going to go for another Giga Drain. Give me a little more HP back, and I am going to say bye-bye to that Milotic. So 59 HP is where I'm at now. So he's going to bring in Coney, which is his Earth Ring. And I ain't gonna go for a Giga Drain to give me a little bit more HP back. So I'm back over 100 while it goes for Sword Stance. Now, when I realized the damage from the Giga Drain when it's not stabbed, even though I am at +1, I figured to myself that there was gonna be a good chance I was gonna be able to KO with this. So I went for the Side Shock instead of using the Giga Drain. And with my predictions right, I am going to KO the Earth Ring. Although I saw the crit. I really need that crit. I didn't know, but I guess I was going to take it anyway it goes. So he's going to bring back in Linen, which is his Gyarados. So I figured, why don't I just go ahead and go for the switch and bring back in Beloit, my Volbeat. And he must have been predicted that I was going to do something like that Dragon Dance with that. So now also realizing that the Gyarados has a Life Orb, I am going to go immediately for the Thunder Wave, and that is going to paralyze the Gyarados, so I don't have to worry about Dragon Dance. But as long as it keeps taking Life Orb damage, I figured that there wasn't going to be much that Gyarados is going to be a problem with. Even though the Ice Flame does hit and KO Beloit, the problem is that 3 times Life Orb is pretty much going to be a sign that I could easily KO with Cincinnati. And since it's locked on Ice Fang, I can possibly do a workup without having to worry about when he KO unless it's a crit. So I am going to do a workup to get +1 attack and special attack. I go down to a little less than half, and I was hoping that I don't get a miss on the Rock Blast. So I do the Rock Blast. I'm going to hit for 3 times, which is going to be a KO on the Gyarados. And I think I got this in the bag now. So the last Pokemon is Hitler, which is Starmie, and since I have a good feeling that I might be faster, even though there is a speed tie between Starmie and Cinccino, my move goes out first. I get the Bullet Seed out, and I believe I do hit for 4 times. Oh, 3 times. Sorry about that. But anyway, that is a 1-hit KO on the Starmie, and that is going to be a good game to Dolan. And I am glad that I brought in Volbeat, because usually I would think that I would probably bring in an electric type, maybe Ampharos or something like that to put in for Team 36, but I decided to see how Volbeat was going to do, and good thing, because I guess predicting Gyarados with Dragon Dance and Volcarona with Quiver Dance was the perfect story for this match after all, even though Cinccino took out both of them. But it was thanks to Volbeat that pretty much kept that Dragon Dance from being too much of a big threat to this team. I like that. Rate, comment, subscribe, give it a like if you like it. Skyfire saying have a nice day and see you next time.